Polycythemia Vera and its effect on your eyes. Um, this is just from my own experiences that I'm going to talk about. Number one, the reason I'm doing it today is I have been absolutely knocked out the last couple days. I feel terrible, and I don't think maybe you can't see it so well here, but my eyes have been super red here, if you can, I don't know. Either way, I'll put pictures up so you can see it. But that was one of the things that I had been dealing with for a while, actually, part of the PV, one of the clues when we were trying to figure out what in the world was wrong with me. When we went in to see the specialist, she said, you know, we were talking about like all these things, and my husband's like, yeah, she's got those bloodshot eyes, and she looks at him, she goes, oh yeah, that's definitely PV. And we're like, really? We just thought it was because I wasn't getting any sleep, right? But I do get it more often than I'd like. I think like 7 years maybe before I was even diagnosed, I know that I was dealing with, I just kept having recurring migraines with the auras and bloodshot eyes. There's a time where I went to two optometrists, I think, and one ophthalmologist. All three of them weren't quite sure what I had. They all recommended that I rub my eyes much more often, which I don't know why, but they're like, rub them, you gotta rub them, get that going. I'm like, okay. So I have to rub my eyes more. And then the last one, because he gave me some sort of a solution, said, well, I'm not sure, but you could have a rare strain of chicken pox, and I've only seen this in one other case from someone who's been in China. And I thought, well, you know what? I've had chicken pox 2 times already in my life, twice. And also I had just been in China a little bit before. But he said he's guessing and he wasn't sure, but he wants to try and treat me somehow. So he gave me steroids and some other drops, and it actually took care of the problem. Now I can't say that you know, was distinctly what I had, but it sounded okay at the time. From then on, I've still had a lot of times where I've had bloodshot eyes that are very annoying. I've had the double vision, which is utterly scary because you can't blink that away. And you think you can, you know, you're trying, and it's super scary. I've had that, and then actually I still get these like blind spots, and quite frequently, like every day, I do get like light light blurs. You know, I see blue or I see red, and I can't always see something. If someone flashes me, I'm in trouble for like hours. It's not just like a go away thing soon. But I've found that I've always had those auras with the migraines, but not necessarily the headache. I've had a lot of blind spots. I've had the double vision. I've had to see optometrists, ophthalmologists, and they are always saying, you know, rub your eyes more. You got to get the blood flow. And this was all before I was actually diagnosed with PV. And actually, I think it's like at least 7 years before that I was having a lot of symptoms that would come and go. Anyhow, and now I just wanted to make this a quick video, I guess, kind of bringing attention to that. I know there is some research out there, and I'll post whatever I can at the bottom, just, you know, references or any articles that I've seen. I'll do pictures also so you can kind of see where my eye is. Anyhow, I think it's something that we should think about, because PV doesn't just affect, it's not just, oh, it's just my blood. It affects your whole body. I've been out for a couple days, and I'm generally a pusher. I like to push through things. I like to, you know, see the positive. I'm seriously like, oh, I did something for 2 seconds, and I will coddle that 2 seconds. I'll be so happy. I'm very grateful for time. Today, I mean, I'm giving my body grace. I'm giving grace and peace and happiness, and hey, I'm kind of accomplishing something. I'm trying to put the word out there about PV and my current eye problem. Anyhow, it does affect much more. Today, my feet were completely dead numb, couldn't move. I'm like numb. It's the weirdest thing. My stomach is in tons of pain. My body's stiff. I don't feel good. And yet tomorrow is just hopefully another day, and hopefully I'll feel better. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to push through. So I guess give yourself grace also. Anyhow, under here I will put whatever articles I can find. I'll put some pictures possibly after this. And I just want you to be aware that it's not just your body, it's all aspects. And I feel your pain. I hope we can all get better.